The Piri Reis Map mystery, Antarctica, mapped 300 years before its discovery. Welcome to ChronoVault, where we unlock the secrets that time has carefully guarded for centuries. Today, we examine one of history's most baffling mysteries, the Piri Reis Map that shows Antarctica before anyone supposedly knew it existed. Join us on this extraordinary journey as we uncover evidence that challenges everything conventional history has taught us about ancient exploration and forgotten knowledge. First, the Admiral and his legendary map. In the Grand Palace of Constantinople, Admiral Piri Reis worked by candlelight in his private chamber. The year was 1513, and the Ottoman naval commander was creating what would become history's most controversial map. His weathered hands moved across gazelle skin parchment with the precision of a master cartographer. Ink flowed from his quill, tracing coastlines that would mystify scholars for half a millennium to come. The Admiral had spent decades collecting charts from captured vessels and ancient libraries across the Mediterranean. His reputation as both warrior and scholar had granted him access to cartographic treasures beyond imagination. In the flickering lamplight, he consulted maps purportedly dating back to the time of Alexander the Great. Some sources whispered of even older origins, from civilizations whose names had been lost to history. The Ottoman court bustled with scholars, astronomers, and geographers who gathered in marble halls adorned with geometric patterns. Sultan Selim III himself took interest in expanding the empire's geographical knowledge through superior navigation. Piri Reis had sailed the length of the Mediterranean, fought in legendary naval battles, and studied under his uncle Kemal Reis. His experiences had taught him that the world held secrets older than any living empire could claim. As he completed the southern portions of his map, he recorded coastlines with disturbing accuracy. These lands lay far beyond where any Ottoman ship had sailed, yet his sources insisted on their existence. Second, the impossible coastline of the frozen south. The map showed a landmass where modern Antarctica stretches beneath eternal ice and bitter cold. Yet the coastline drawn by Piri Reis matched the actual rock beneath ice sheets discovered only in the 20th century. Mountains rose from the parchment where satellite imaging would later confirm their existence beneath 2 miles of accumulated ice. The details suggested mapping performed when these peaks stood visible above the frozen landscape. Bays and inlets appeared precisely where modern seismic surveys revealed them hidden under ancient glaciation. The probability of such accuracy through mere guesswork defied mathematical calculation and rational explanation. The map depicted Antarctica connected to South America, showing geographical knowledge that wouldn't be confirmed until modern continental drift theory. This suggested the cartographer had access to information from an age when these landmasses still touched. Animals populated the southern regions in the map's decorative elements, creatures that resembled species once native to warmer climates. The illustrations hinted at a time when Antarctica supported life before ice consumed the entire continent. Rivers flowed from illustrated mountain ranges toward coastlines, now buried under glaciers thousands of feet thick. Hydrological patterns matched what geologists would discover only after penetrating the ice with modern technology. The precision extended to latitude calculations that required mathematical understanding supposedly unavailable to ancient civilizations. Yet someone, somewhere in history's shadowed past, had possessed both the knowledge and the means to chart these remote territories. Third, ancient sources and lost knowledge. In his own annotations, Piri Reis claimed to have consulted 20 older maps for his compilation. Some allegedly originated from the time of Alexander the Great, while others traced back to Phoenician sea traders. The Library of Alexandria had stood for centuries as the ancient world's greatest repository of knowledge before flames consumed it. Scholars whispered that copies of its geographical texts had survived, scattered across ports and private collections throughout the Mediterranean. Egyptian priests had maintained records reaching back thousands of years into the misty depths of prehistory. Their astronomical observations and geographical records were said to contain wisdom from civilizations that predated the pyramids themselves. Phoenician merchants had sailed beyond the Pillars of Hercules into the vast Atlantic, their voyages shrouded in commercial secrecy. These master navigators possessed charts they guarded as jealously as the sources of their legendary purple dye. Greek mathematicians had calculated Earth's circumference with remarkable accuracy in the 3rd century before Christ. Their trigonometric methods and astronomical observations suggested a sophistication in geographical science often underestimated by modern scholars. Arab traders and scholars had preserved ancient texts through centuries of European darkness, translating and copying works that otherwise would have vanished. In Baghdad's House of Wisdom, cartographic knowledge from across the known world had been compiled and refined. Some sources spoke of maps inherited from even earlier seafaring peoples, whose names survived only in legends. These mysterious predecessors supposedly charted the globe during a golden age before catastrophe reshaped the world's geography and scattered their civilization to dust. Fourth, theories of pre-Columbian exploration. In bustling medieval markets from Cairo to Constantinople, sailors shared tales of lands beyond the western horizon. These stories, dismissed as fantasy by scholars, might have contained kernels of truth passed down through countless generations. Viking longships had reached North America centuries before Columbus, establishing settlements that archaeology later confirmed. If Norsemen could cross the Atlantic, what prevented earlier civilizations from similar or even more impressive feats of navigation? Ancient coins and artifacts occasionally surfaced in unexpected locations, suggesting contact between distant civilizations that conventional history declared impossible. Roman amphorae appeared off Brazilian coasts, Egyptian sculptures in Central American ruins, creating puzzles that traditional timelines couldn't accommodate. Some researchers proposed that an advanced maritime civilization predating known history had mapped the entire globe. This hypothetical culture, destroyed by some prehistoric catastrophe, might have left their geographical knowledge scattered among survivor populations worldwide. The precision of ancient megalithic structures demonstrated mathematical and astronomical knowledge that rivaled modern understanding. Builders who could align pyramids to celestial mechanics might have possessed navigational abilities equally advanced. Flood myths appeared in virtually every ancient culture, describing cataclysms that destroyed previous civilizations and reshaped continents. Perhaps these weren't mere mythology, but ancestral memories of real geological upheavals that buried evidence of sophisticated predecessor societies. Trade networks in the ancient world extended farther than most people realized, connecting distant continents through intermediate ports. Knowledge could have traveled these routes like precious cargo, preserving geographical information from sources lost to time's relentless erosion. Fifth, the enduring mystery and modern analysis. Modern scholars gathered in academic halls lined with the leather-bound volumes, debating the map's implications with a passionate intensity. Some defended conventional history, while others embraced revolutionary theories about mankind's forgotten past. Computer analysis compared the Piri Reis Map's coastlines with satellite data from beneath Antarctica's ice sheets. The correlations exceeded what random chance could produce, yet acknowledging their significance required rewriting established historical narratives. Geologists confirmed that Antarctica's ice-free coastline last existed during the end of the Pleistocene epoch. This placed potential mapping of these features at least 6,000 years before any civilization supposedly capable of such cartography even existed. Carbon dating and ink analysis authenticated the map's 16th century origin, eliminating theories of modern forgery. The Admiral had genuinely created this document using sources available in his era, sources that contained impossible knowledge. Universities established research programs dedicated to investigating anomalous cartographic artifacts from the medieval and Renaissance periods. Each discovery added pieces to a puzzle, suggesting human history contained chapters entirely missing from accepted timelines. The map resided in Istanbul's Topkapi Palace Museum, protected behind climate-controlled glass where visitors gazed upon its enigmatic details. Tourists and researchers alike stood in silent wonder before this parchment that whispered of mysteries deeper than any could fully comprehend. Whether evidence of lost civilizations, proof of ancient global navigation networks, or something even more extraordinary remained uncertain. What stood beyond debate was that someone, somehow, had possessed geographical knowledge that shouldn't have existed when Piri Reis put quill to parchment in that candlelit Ottoman chamber 5 centuries ago. The Piri Reis Map stands as a profound reminder that history holds more mysteries than answers, and that human achievement in antiquity may have reached heights we're only beginning to comprehend. This 16th century document challenges our understanding of what ancient peoples knew about our planet and forces us to question whether lost civilizations possessed wisdom that perished with them. The map's impossible accuracy regarding Antarctica's ice-buried coastline suggests that somewhere in humanity's past, knowledge existed that conventional history cannot explain. If this journey through one of cartography's greatest enigmas has fascinated you, please like this video and share it with fellow mystery enthusiasts and history lovers. Subscribe to ChronoVault and activate notifications so you never miss our explorations into the unexplained phenomena and forgotten wisdom of ages past. Comment below with your theories about how this map came to show what it shouldn't have known, and join the ongoing debate about humanity's hidden history. Thank you for unlocking this vault with us, and remember that every mystery solved reveals 10 more waiting to be discovered.